Hi everyone, Damien here for Main Event Cards. Due to some recent confusion and negative feedback regarding some of my more recent videos, I just thought I would come here with a public service announcement just to clear things up so there's no confusion about my content moving forward. Now as you can see right now, you can see my hair. I'm hatless. And although I do have a mullet for a haircut, you can be assured I am a respectful, mature, and positive member of the card community. I am all about hobby positivity, making people feel welcome and just enjoying collecting things overall. But you best believe, make no mistake about it, if I have this cap on my head that clearly spells hater, all you flower hugging, flush parallel loving, Dana White sucking, oat milk drinking soy boys, you ain't gonna like what I gotta say. So you better click off this video here right now, before I leave you crying in your wife's boyfriend's inbox. Okay? Now let's get on with the video. Alright, now that we got that intro out of the way, I hope that somewhat explains that in future videos, if I've got this hater hat on my head, it means that I'm here and I'm not here for positive reasons. So if that's going to be something that affects you, obviously click off the video now. I understand it's not going to be everyone's thing, but this hat, when I have this on my head, I mean business. And that's what I'm here for today, because I have a bit of a problem with a trend that I'm starting to see when it comes to not only UFC card collectibles, but also WWE and cards, sports cards in general. You know what? I want to go on eBay and buy something from Topps Finest UFC this year. But what parallel should I get? I might check out the checklist first. Topps Finest checklist. Commons, uncommons, rares. Wow, 3-tier system, huh? Parallels. What the hell is a tangerine glitter refractor? Red black vapor refractor? What the is that? What I'm here to talk about, why I have this hater hat on my head right now, is because there is a problem that I think that not a lot of people are understanding with sports cards just now. And it's got to do with Topps, print runs, and parallels. So what I'm going to do here right now is I'm going to go over, show you some proof that in the checklist that we have had from the past few years, including the start of Panini checklist as well, when we had Panini UFC, Panini WWE, there is a change that has happened over the past few years. It is not for the better at all. And when I'm talking about not for the better, I'm talking about both collecting and also people who speculatively put money into sports cards for a store of value. This thing is not good for anyone. So as I said, I want to have a point of reference for everyone as we head over to Panini UFC. 2021 was a debut year for Panini UFC, for those of you who do not know. We can see a 200 card base checklist with 16 parallels in total. Now, some of you were up in arms about that just a few years ago. As we go over now, we're going to compare that to Topps Chrome 2024 release. We also had a 200 base checklist. We had 17 parallels in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parallels in total that are unnumbered. The numbered parallels starting from the speckle at $2.99. Now, to your surprise, I don't have a problem with this. 200 card base list, 17 parallels. Is 17 a little bit too many in my ideal world? I think it is a little bit, but that's okay. 17, not that bad. Let's move on now to the most recent release that we had for Topps UFC, and that was Finest. Now, as we head on down here, we can see that we have a 3-tiered system, which we had in Select for Panini products. Nothing super new. It's not a new 2024 thing, but it is new over the last 4 or 5 years for sports cards. Talking WWE and also talking UFC. I'm not talking about other sports because I have no idea about those. But we have common, uncommon, and rare 3-tiered system. Now, this is where it starts to get a little bit insane, because a 3-tiered system And we have all these different parallels. Now, when I say all these, I mean 17. There's 17 different parallels. Some fighters do not star in all 3 tiers, but there are some fighters who are in at least 2 tiers of this system, and there are some fighters who I do believe are in all 3. Now, what that means is, although we have had not an increase in parallels, what we have seen just over this year is an increase in overall cards. So what we need to think about, we are going to multiply this 3-tier system with a 300 card checklist, mind you. We're going to times that by the 17 parallels. 3 times 17, you are ending up with 51 parallels instead. So although we haven't technically increased parallel numbers, we have increased the population by 51 parallels in total. Now, let's head over for reference back to WWE. As I said, this is important for you people to understand and follow. WWE Panini Prism first year 2022, 1 year after the debut UFC, we had a total of 20 Prism parallels. That is 4 more than what we had for UFC. That's okay, it's 1 year later, 4 more parallels. Not the biggest percentage increase. But when we head over to WWE Prism 2024, the 3rd year, the last year run for 2024 for Prism UFC, we can see that we had a total of 200 card base checklist. But look at all these parallels. 31 parallels in total. That is an increase of 50%, a little bit over 50%, over just a 2-3 year span. That is getting a little bit out of control when we're talking about a 50% increase in parallels. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 parallels in total that were not numbered. Now, this is where it starts to get absolutely ridiculous. 2025 Topps Chrome. Obviously, Topps now hold the licensing for both WWE and UFC. 31 parallels as well. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 parallels that are unnumbered. And of course, as these parallels go down the list, they become shorter print, but that is still a 50% increase of unnumbered parallels for Topps Chrome this year. We have things called geometric refractors now. So you're going to see this a reoccurring theme for Topps Chrome 2025. I believe in UFC as well. I will be completely surprised if we don't get this in UFC, because what Topps fanatics are trying to do right now is not print cards that are collectible. They are trying to print money for them. Obviously, they could not care less about the secondary market of these cards. What they care about is the first market of selling unopened product for them. We have the blue refractor, but then we have the blue geometric refractor. At least they're not numbered the same. We have the green, blue wave now, 75. Neon green geometric refractor to 75. We have the gold refractor, but not just the gold refractor, which we all love with Topps Chrome. We have the gold geometric refractor, which is numbered to 50. We then have the orange refractor numbered to 25 as per usual, but now we have also the orange geometric refractor numbered to 25. We have the black numbered to 10, which we are all used to, but then we have the purple geometric numbered to 10 as well. Obviously across different products here, but that makes no difference. We are still talking about the same print run for different parallels. We have the frozen refractor, which is -5, whatever the hell that means. Plus the red refractor, which we all love, numbered to 5, but not just the red refractor. We have the red geometric, also numbered to 5. Let's chuck in something then called the black geometric, numbered to 2, along with the super refractor. So this is what I'm telling you. We have a 200 card base checklist, but not only that, we also have as we scroll on down here, the 200 card base checklist. So we're all used to the 200 card base checklist, but we also have the 100 card base variation image. So that is also increasing the print run by 50% across all parallels. And then we want to talk about the Topps order. We'll talk about the autograph products. Now, I've mentioned this before. You've got to understand that the autograph card is the chase product. What they are trying to lure you in when it comes to buying hobby boxes. It stands right there. It says right there on the box, 2 autographs per hobby box, which is something that is meant to get you very excited. I don't get very excited over this, not just because I'm smarter than Topps, but just because I can see here, not only do we have a massive base checklist of autographs, we also have 10 different products in general. We have the Blue Brand, Dual Autos, Future Stars, Hall of Fame. We have the Legendary Chrome. We have the Main Event. We have the Marks of Champions. We have the NXT Autos. We have the Red Brand. It's absolutely insane. So that's what I want to make a point of. My whole point of this video is just to open up the eyes of some of you who have made it this far. The way that sports cards are being produced at the moment is not at all for rarity. It's not at all for collectability. It is about making money for the manufacturers, aka Topps. This is not helping anyone. From what I understand, people buy sports cards for 2 different reasons. One, for collectability, having an increase of 50% for checklists, having an increase 31 different parallels across a 300 card checklist does not help collectors at all. And then also the other reason why people would buy into sports cards, speculative mostly, is for a store of value, for some sort of return on investment, either tomorrow or some point in the future. That is not helping increasing the absolute supply, which is way more than the demand. There is no way that this 50% of increase for checklists, the way that they are also increasing the parallels, this is way in front of the demand at the moment. Sure, Topps are going to increase the people who are buying cards, but they are certainly keeping way ahead of that with the supply as well. Supply versus demand. It's simple to understand that the supply is still and will always outweigh the demand. And that's not anything that Topps really care about. They care about selling the boxes, which are still flying off the shelves, luckily for them. But as I said, if the supply is way outweighing the demand, then the pricing of these cards will never increase. That's something you need to understand. That's why I personally probably never going to buy anything after 2021 in terms of something that I want to have collectible wise. It's no longer rare. Cards are no longer rare at all. We have these gold. We have 15 different variations of gold parallels. It just makes no sense at all. Nothing is collectible anymore. Nothing is rare anymore, in my own opinion. These are just my thoughts. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments down below if you made it this far. Do you still think that sports cards are collectible or rare? I don't think they are at all. I'm sticking to the older stuff. That's my video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again here next time at Main Event Cards.